What's going on, y'all? We got a couple minutes left in this game. Let's see if Indiana can hold on to it this time. Mm-mm.
Speaks to a consistent high level of play that you get from an Boston night in and night out because for a lot of the night it's felt like a tough night for Lee Boston.
76-85. AB was real regular tonight. 3 minutes left. Good rebound. Good rebound. Decent defense tonight. Don't shoot the three. Help her out. She doubles. Somebody's open. Somebody's open. There you go. Tyasha Harris with another big shot tonight. Hey, man. Everybody get a turn. Everybody get a turn to hit big shots. Ooh, good move by Enrique. Good Lord. She snuck in between both their arms. Great move by Enrique. Sheesh. Tyasha Harris hit big shots, though. She got, what, 12 points tonight?
Outside of Indy's 23 season, all her family still lives in the area. She's even at a community event this week. Ran into her old high school coach who surprised her. Her role and impact certainly has increased over the course of this season.
Good pass, Caitlin. Great pass. Does Caitlin have a double-double? Caitlin Clark has, yes, she has a double-double, 29 points, 10 assists, 3 rebounds. Kelsey Mitchell, 23 points. So she keeps her record up, but Kelsey has not been Kelsey should have about 30 points tonight. Wow. She got busted in the mouth. Damn, she banked that in hard, too. Wow. They left it wide open, too. I'm a little bit behind because my stream is about, I want to say about 30 seconds slower. There's 37 seconds left. I'm still looking at a minute 10. So this game is all but over, though. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Yeah, let's just go back to the close-up. Yeah, this game's over. Chelsea's 3-point was just off tonight. This ball game, though. Ball game though. Mm. Yeah, they did. Ball game, 10-point game. It's a wrap. That's a wrap.
Offensive stretch the fever have been on is just remarkable. Up to 35 in the first half. This team was averaging 96 per game. Still right at that season average.
Lexi Hall coming in. Paige Beckers hit her free throws. We got 37 seconds left. It's a wrap. Good win. That's a good way to hang on. Good way to hang on, man. Good way to hang on. Good way to hang on. There we go. Came alive in the second half. They came alive in the second half. Good game, good game, good game. 22 seconds left. Fever makes 3-point jump shot. Who hit the jumper, though? Who just hit the jumper? Goodness. Still didn't say who hit it. Raven Johnson. No, not Raven. Tyasha Harris hit another three with 22 seconds left. Yeah, this game is about ball game though. My stream is a little slow, but that's a wrap. Caitlin Clark, 29 points. Great game tonight. Great game tonight.
With 20 and 10, the next highest player in WNBA history is Brookie Vandersloot, who has half of that in her entire long and
I want to see Tyasha hit this. There we go. Tyasha ended up with what? 15 points tonight? Wow. Good. What a game. Good game. What she end up with? What did Tyasha Harris end up with? I want to say 15 points. Yep. 15 points. 5 for 5 from 3. Good Lord. Because we could not hit threes. We ended up 9 of 24 from deep. Kelsey Mitchell did not have a good game shooting a 3. Caitlin Clark, 2 for 8. Not a good game shooting deep. But Caitlin Clark got to the rack, 11 for 18. 10 assists. And 1 turnover for Caitlin Clark tonight. Excellent work. Excellent work. 1 turnover. That's what's up. That was a good win. That was a good win. That was a good win. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. What's going on, Carlos? What's going on, Heather? We getting started. We getting started. We getting started. So guess what? You know what time it is. Time for the theme music.
We clear, ready to transmit. Pro fan hoops on the court, we got the game lit. Not talking highlight reels. steals just for the common glance. We talking dedicated skills, taking every chance. From logo threes to rebounds, Chicago got the me-bounds. Asia got 3 chips, Las Vegas Aces in the town. You tune into the channel if you want to get the facts. Women's basketball is fire, no need to relax.
All right, man. We are done. We are done. Good game. Good game. Good game. Good game. Good game. That's how you finish a game. That's how you finish a game. They needed a win like that. They definitely needed a win like that. Just to, that was a good win after all of the turmoil with Stephanie White. Everything, that was a good come together moment for that team against a good team. Against a good team. So that was a good win because number one, Dallas is playing well. Number two, Indiana Fever as a team, again, with all of the hoopla that happened with Stephanie White and self-inflicted, but they needed that. They needed that win in that way at home against Page. They needed that win. So that was that was much needed. So and sometimes sometimes it is like that, man. Sometimes you can have controversial moments that galvanize a team because most of y'all saw that the whole situation with Sophie and what Stephanie White did. Many of y'all saw it the same way I did. I didn't like how she came across and was all lovey-dovey and buddy talking about Nay and it's just I don't know. She, in my opinion, she was a little bit too comfortable with that. So when the heat came, I don't even think she gave that fiery press conference, but I was like, you brought this on yourself. And then she said, I didn't see the play in real time. And then when you look at the replay, she was looking dead at the play. She was staring at the play to the fact when Sophie got called for the foul, you can see it in the video. She throw her hands up like, really? So I don't know. Again, I will say that a lot of these players and these coaches need media training. That's the best way I can put it, because some of the stuff that they do on TV in front of a microphone, it befuddles me. And she walked into that situation with her eyes wide open. I always say it's not too many times that you make a mistake. And what I mean by that is a mistake means that you have gathered as much information as you can and you gave it your best guess. You gave it an educated guess and you just guessed wrong. Based on the information you had, you put your best foot forward, you went left when you should have went right. That's a mistake. Most of us, what we do is we just make bad decisions. And that's what Stephanie White did. She made a bad decision. And let me be honest with you. And from my opinion, after all of that happened, the comments from Caitlin Clark cooled down the fire for the most part. And I know they was all unhappy when she got booed and all that kind of stuff. Let me be honest with you. She should have got booed. But guess what? I bet she won't do that shit again. I bet she won't do that. I bet she won't come talking about somebody on another team, how hard they played when they just clobbered her own player. Listen, there are lessons in loss. And she lost that battle. She might ultimately win the war, but she had to lose that battle because and I said it before, when it happened, that's the kind of situation where you go in the locker room and folks is throwing shit. And you got to really sit down and have a come to Jesus moment. And y'all got to figure out what y'all want to do. And you got to make sure that everybody's aligned, coaches as well, because the coaches can't win without the players and the players can't win without the coach. It's not a one size fit all. And in my opinion, I think that's what Stephanie White was trying to do early. Now, obviously, she was trying to navigate with Caitlin being hurt and all that kind of stuff. But some of her decisions was like, you was arching that eyebrow, like, what are you doing? But everybody goes through that. Everybody gets an opportunity to get it right. Even Stephanie White, that people don't love her. I know a lot of them content creators and JTL and Venom and all of them, they want to crucify her every time Caitlin Clark don't score a million points. But even a game like today, the first half, it was like this is going to be a slog today because nobody's making shots. And the team that makes the most open shot wins the game. And Stephanie White, I say this all the time, Stephanie White doesn't set picks, doesn't miss free throws, doesn't take jumpers, doesn't make passes. She doesn't do none of that. The players on the court make the difference in the games. Period. Today is a prime example. Today is a prime example. And the difference being that they made the shots when they had to make the shots. And they played a lot better defense in the second half. A lot better defense in the second half. As frustrating as I get with KK Timpson, Michaela Timpson, as frustrating as I get with her, she is a defensive force and she makes people change their shot. Even what's that girl's name? What's the girl's name for Dallas? Aweir, Queer, I think it's Queer. Even somebody like that, that's 6'4". What is she? 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", from Cairo. She was making her change her shot. Now, offensively, Taylor Timpson, please. I'll go Spike Lee on you. Please, baby, please. You got to get your hands together. She need to go to a passing camp. As goofy as that sounds, she need to go to a college or a NFL passing camp and learn how to catch the ball with your thumbs and all of that type of stuff. That's what KK Timpson needs to do. If she ever, and I mean ever, figures out how to play offensively, that girl is going to be dangerous. She is going to be absolutely dangerous. But she got to get there. I don't know why that hasn't clicked for her yet, but man, she is all thumbs. And then every now and then when I think Mo Billings is, Mo Billings sometimes is the same way. And then sometimes she's that offensive spark she needs because she can get a couple ugly buckets. And she got a nice little, 8 to 10 foot mid range around that inner circle under the rim. She can make that shot. And then sometimes she get all thumbs too. So sometimes I'm like, man, y'all need to go ahead and put Mercedes up in there. Let's go ahead and see what she can do. Put that big 6'6" body in there and let's work with it. Let's see what we got. Because now's the time. Oh my God, bruh. Missed layups, unforced errors. I was happy today to see that Caitlin Clark only had one turnover. Only one turnover. So that is phenomenal for her. And you need to, I'm glad we took advantage of that tonight. So, because that really came in clutch. It really came in clutch. And stuff like that makes a difference, man. Stuff like that makes a difference. Turnovers make a difference. I don't know how many points they scored off of turnovers today. I know there's a stat in here somewhere that'll tell you. You know what? Let me see if I can get to the can't see if I can find it. The WNBA site will probably have it. Scores. There we go. 3, 4. Let's go here. Oh, it's not available yet. Daggone it. Box scores. See. They haven't updated it yet. Come on, WNBA. Y'all need to be on top of this. It's your own damn website. Is it? Lord have mercy. They didn't even get the PDF of the. All right, guess we gotta wait. Let's go back to the chat. Ty Harris shut you up today. You know what? It's all good because I know I had some comments about Tyasha Harris because I was like, and I still say it, Tyasha Harris is not going to take over a game. But tonight, Tyasha Harris tonight did the same thing Sophie Cunningham has been doing. You might not get a lot of shots, but when you do, you hit them. And that makes a difference when you got some of your role players playing above themselves. I don't know what is Tyasha's what's Ty Harris? What is she averaging? 4 points a game. And she dropped 15 points a night. That's the type of stuff that you can't count on. You can't expect. It's just got to happen. And you just got to be lucky enough to be there when it happens. You expect 20 plus from Kelsey. You expect 20 plus from Caitlin Clark. You expect a good game out of Leah Boston. Leah Boston was regular tonight, in my opinion. But she got a double-double. So it was just the ugly and the quiet one. But when you get like that from somebody else, from an unexpected source, that's what you need to see. That's exactly what you need to see. Tyasha Harris, 15 points. So now we got 4 players in double digits, and one of them is not a starter. That's what you need. So 5 for 5 from 3. Maybe we'll see that again. Maybe we won't. But I'm glad we saw it tonight. So it's all good, man. Yeah, CC put the pedal to the metal. CC put the pedal to the metal. I'm seeing a lot of people. One of the arguments was that one of the arguments was about Caitlin Clark not being MVP category. A lot of people think she's not MVP. And I will say this, earlier in the year when people wanted to throw her in there because she had a couple good games, I was like, nope, you got to wait a little bit to see if she's over this hump and she's going to be scoring more efficiently. And you know what? She's doing that. And it seems to me, I'd have to check the stats, but sometimes it won't play out this game because she was only 2 for 8. But to me, it seems like she plays better when she's not launching a bunch of threes. When she starts, I got a philosophy, and this is just and I'm saying this as my experience as a coach, and I only coach kids, but the game is the game. And what I used to tell the kids is start at the rim. When you make a couple of layups, then you back up and hit a mid-range. When you make a couple mid-ranges, then you back up behind the arc and shoot a 3. If you make a 3, then you got the green light to shoot it again. If you miss a 3, then you go back to mid-range. If you miss the mid-range, then you go back to the rim, and you just keep working your way back. But it's the situation warrants sometimes in the game. She'll launch a 3. It's all good when she hits it. It's not when she doesn't. We didn't worry about it tonight. We should have won this game probably about another 13, 14, 13. We won by 10. We probably should have won by 13, 16 points. If we could have shot just a tick better, because we expect to get at least 3 threes from Kelsey. We would expect to get, 2 to 4 threes from Caitlin, but they just weren't falling today. Our best 3-point shooter was a role player off the bench, 5 for 5. And technically, that 15 points may have saved our bacon. So, again, my philosophy of I don't get so much into the coaching scheme and stuff like that. I'm more of a player. I want to see what the people on the court do. And tonight, we played great defense, and we made more open shots than they did. That's how I see it. We made more open shots than they did. So we were 31 out of 72, and they were 31 out of 72. We were 39 out of 74. And then the 3-point got better. We ended up being 9 for 24 from three, and they were 7 to 29. So in both categories, we shot the ball a little bit better. That's how you win games. It ain't necessarily on the scheme. A coach's scheme every now and then might get you a steal, or if you anticipate something like that. But even with that, it's the people on the floor. So you always got to remember it's the people on the floor. I don't care what anybody say. I don't care what any of these content creators and all them people that want to throw Stephanie White under the bus. And I try to be realistic because I'm not crazy about a lot of the stuff that Stephanie White does. But I want to be realistic from the situation of, let's just say that everybody want to fire Stephanie White. Who you going to replace her with? And why the hell would you want to fire in the middle of the year? Hell no. Let them ride out what they got to ride out. Because guess what? Was it Stephanie White's fault when Caitlin Clark dropped 45? Is it Stephanie White's fault tonight that Caitlin Clark dropped damn near 30? She dropped 29 and 10 with one turnover? Is that Stephanie White's fault? Because if it's her fault when it's bad, that means it should be her fault when it's good, right? So everybody trying to run with these narratives, and like I always say, hate has become the narrative. Hate has become the narrative. If you don't agree with me, you're a hater. And it's like, man, get up out of here with that nonsense. Players make the difference. Players make the difference. What's up, Texas Frontier? I don't know how you bitching about Timpson. She literally has gone from 0 minutes to a starter in just a year or two. Baby praise her hard work and effort to become a solid player. I do praise her hard work and effort. But let me be honest with you. Effort don't win games sometimes. Putting the ball in the bucket does. And I will say it again. KK Timpson is a defensive force. I've always said that. However, when she gets the ball in her hands on offense, it is frustrating to me. If you good with it, hey, your opinion is your opinion, man. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. But in my opinion, if and when she ever figures out how to play offensively, she is going to be that much better. She is going to be a legitimate force in the league because the girl can already jump out the gym. God forbid if she ever just dunk on somebody, because she could jump that high. So my criticism of Michaela Timpson is from what I see on the court. I ain't bashing the girl. I love KK Timpson. I like the way she play. Even if you can make a 6'6" forward, if you can make her change her shot, you getting your butt up in the air. But I just need her to be better offensively because she fumbles it. I don't know. She's just not smooth with it. And shoot, I'm not crazy. Michaela Timpson, 3 turnovers, unforced errors in the paint. We can't have that. So it is what it is. She getting better. I'm not saying that she's not getting better, but you got to be blind if you don't see the offensive the offensive lacking that she has. And I'm assuming she's going to get better at it because she go to practice every day. So I know she's working on this stuff, but it just hasn't clicked yet. So, yeah, KK going to get better with experience. Absolutely. That is fair. My criticism is fair. I'm not bashing her. Listen, man, for those of you who are new here, I am old school. All right. I was raised on hose water and freeze tag, bro. So I can love a player. I can appreciate a player and still be critical because I'm not bashing. I'm not hating. This is game observation. There's a difference. This is game observation. I know what it is. I know how this sausage is made. I spent my time. I played in the NFL, played with the Eagles. I know how the pro game works. And especially now multiplied by social media, everybody want to hate. Everybody want to cherry pick what you don't like and just stick with that. I'm not trying to do that. I love Caitlin Clark. Sometimes I think I used to say Caitlin Clark's feet was too slow on defense. And it was. She's a hell of a lot better on defense now. And even earlier, when everybody was talking that smack about she was getting burned in isolation, I was like, what are y'all talking about? Everybody gets burned in isolation. Everybody. And you know when people stop saying that about Caitlin Clark? When they watched Olivia Miles burn Asia Wilson in isolation. Everybody gets burned in isolation. It is supremely difficult to guard somebody that's going full speed forward and you on your heels as a defender. It's very difficult to do that. So, but people would throw that out there because you got them people that don't like Caitlin Clark. Remember, this the same Caitlin Clark that was saying that folks were saying she was trash and she was barely good and all. I'm like, listen, man. Clearly, there is nothing that I can say or show you that's going to change your mind. You just don't like that player. Okay, then there's no sense in having an argument, and let's just keep it basketball and watch the game. And if you watch a game like that and you gonna still go off the handle talking about she just regular, she ain't all that, okay. Okay, whatever works for you. So it's all good, man. It's all good. I just try to keep it real. I have realistic expectations, and I have realistic criticism. I'll be the first one to criticize Caitlin Clark when she do something stupid. When she had that game the other day, she had that trashy game, and you heard that she was staying after. I was like, good. She need to stay after. And I remember saying after that game, that's the kind of game when you lose. Was that the Vegas game? That's the kind of game where you go back and you stay at the stadium till 3 a.m. watching that tape. That way you don't let your team forget it. Because they let that one go. That's the game that they gave away when Chelsea Gray hit a game saving and a game winning shot. And they gave the game away. And I remember saying I'd rather get beat by 60 than give a game away when you had the victory. That's the game they couldn't make their freaking free throws. Kelsey Mitchell missed free throws to ice it, and Caitlin Clark missed 2 free throws to ice it. How often does that happen? But everybody gets a turn. You get a turn to be the hero, and you get a turn to be the GOAT. So it's all good. CC's unstoppable when she drives in midi game. Yes. I am so glad because she did not do this her rookie year, and she didn't really do this last year before she got hurt. I am so glad that she is taking more mid-range shots. She is better for it. I wish she would take mid-range shots earlier, but when you a shooter, you're gonna go with what you see. If the first thing you see is a 3-point shot wide open, you're gonna take that shot. It is what it is. I can't get mad at her for that, especially if it's wide open. So, but I am so happy, to your point, she is taking more mid-range shots and she's making them. And I think she's a more efficient shooter. And by getting in, attacking the rim, she's creating more opportunities for assists. So you got that. You got that. Yeah, she was the quarterback tonight. She was the quarterback tonight. Kelsey was struggling from 3. And listen, I say this again, man. When they play in tandem, and what did I say? What did I tell y'all? Everybody wanna poo-poo Kelsey Mitchell. I'm like, Kelsey Mitchell has a role to play. Because guess what? If we don't have Kelsey Mitchell's 20-something points, we lose this game. If we don't have Caitlin Clark's 29 points and assists, we lose this game. It's not one better than the other. They have to play in tandem. They have to play together. They feed off of each other. And teams can't. You got a double-headed dragon right there. 3 if you want to put AB back into the mix. But AB has been regular lately. She ain't been bad, but she hasn't been great. There's levels to this. You can be a good player. We need to be a great player. And I've said this before with Caitlin Clark tonight. Tonight, Caitlin Clark, you know what? Tonight, I'm not even going to say she was great. Tonight, Caitlin Clark was really good. Tonight, Caitlin Clark was really good. Her assists got her over the top. Here's the difference, and I've said this before. If Caitlin Clark makes 1 more 3 or 2 more threes, if she makes 1 or 2 more threes, the look of it changes. And my logic is Caitlin Clark is always good. She's great when her threes are falling because now she's getting to the mid range, she's driving to the rim, and she's got the 3-game hitting. That 45-point game, the game she had the other night, the threes were falling. So it just looks different. It looks different. So tonight, she was 2 of 8. But the 10 assists, though, 11 for 18 from the floor. She was shooting good from the floor. Just that 2 of 8 is just like, we need a little bit better than that. But she was really good tonight. Now, again, if she make 2 more threes, now she's 4 for 8. That's a great night. Shoot 50% from 3 and all like that. So I'm looking at it from that standpoint. But when you look at it in the macro, ever since the All-Star break, she's been on the ascension. She's going up. The 3-point percentage earlier in the year, her 3-point percentage was like 30. It was horrible. She was not shooting good at all. Now she's at like 35. After this game, it's probably still, she was at 30. No, I think she was at like 36.1. And now after this game, she'll probably fall back down into like 35.5 or somewhere around there. She's going to be between 35 and 36. And if she ever gets, starts hitting with a little bit more consistency from deep, she's going to be up 36, 37, 38%. But let's be honest. Let's be honest. All of this don't matter. All of this doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is what happens when they get to the playoffs. All of this, people arguing about who's going to be the MVP and she does so many things and she put the team on her back and all of that. All of those arguments are irrelevant because nothing matters but the playoffs. What you did in the regular season are the arguments you have when you're sitting at home watching somebody else. Nothing matters except what she does in the playoffs. That's the only thing that matters. So the concern now, because now we going down that hill and the league is picked up and everybody's playing well and we putting points on the board. And now we got these buttholes getting tight because now we got teams that are jockeying for a position. Who's going to have a home court advantage in the playoffs? Or like things like that. That game we lost to Las Vegas, that might come into play because they gave that game away. And when you get to the playoffs, you got to make the shots. You got to make the free throws. You can't give a game like that away. Not in the playoffs. That's the difference between you winning and you going home. So you got to be at your best. Your team has to be vibing and everything is connected. Your team has to be in the zone at the right time. Right now, I'm looking at Indiana. Right now, I'm looking at Washington. Shakira Austin is a force right now. You got to keep that in mind. As good as Asia Wilson is, and let's be honest, she'll probably win the MVP again. You can't deny it. When you look at her stats for the year, it's like, Jesus. And let me be honest with you. If Caitlin Clark was shooting the 3-point better, I think she would have a better case to win the MVP, in my opinion. But her threes are up and down. That's just my opinion. She's still in the mix, though. And we still got, 10 games to go? 9, 10 games to go, around there somewhere. So you still got time to do some things. You still got time to make a push since it's a regular season award. But you got to do that. But again, ultimately, at the end of the day, when we streamline this conversation, the biggest thing you worried about is making it to the playoffs. And when you get there, everybody's got to be healthy. Everybody's got to be healthy. So um, that's pretty much the long and short of it. Yeah, I mean, Shauna, she does. I'm not here to debate that. We all know that she does. That's not her fault, though. That's not her fault. I used to tell my kids when I used to coach them, it's not your job to argue with the ref. I am so glad that Caitlin Clark has toned that down a lot since after the break because you don't get anything from it. The only thing you get is pissed off. And I can't use you if you're mad. If you're not one of them players that play better when they mad, don't get mad. It makes no sense. You're not any good to me if you're angry and you can't hit your shots and you can't think straight and you can't, then I don't want you mad. Don't get mad. Let me deal with the refs. Or just take the call and keep it moving because you got another play coming. That's the great thing about sports. If you screw up or if you get a bad call, there's another play coming. So get back in the game. And Caitlin Clark has been much better after the All-Star break with all of that crashing out on the refs and all that kind of stuff. Much better. I hope I didn't just jinx her. I hope I didn't do that. So, but yeah, Shauna, the special whistle thing, she does get a special whistle. She does get a lot of calls. But you know what? If it was Indiana and Caitlin Clark was getting them calls, we wouldn't be bitching about it. That's not her fault. That's not Asia's fault. Every bitch, gripe, complaint, everything that we think is wrong with the WNBA, in my humble opinion, falls on these trash ass officials we got. And the lack of anybody to do anything about it. I don't know why Kathy Engelbert can put together a task force to figure out what a woman is, but you can't put a task force together to figure out what the hell is going on with these referees. It's bass backwards. You worried about the wrong thing. So that's frustrating because I think if the games were officiated a little bit more consistency, with a little bit more consistency, most of these issues we wouldn't be dealing with. We wouldn't be dealing with the situation with Alyssa Thomas. We wouldn't be dealing with the situation with Dejanay Carrington, because the situation with the clothesline on Sophie by Dejanay Carrington, that could have happened, but the refs got it right and kicked her out of the game. Should have been the end of it. Because at the end of the day, the story is not the play. The story is her being an idiot, tweeting that crap, putting that crap on threads during the game. So it wasn't the play, it's all of the nonsense afterwards. And I will say it again, man, whoever, and by the way, if you have any ideas in the chat, please do me a favor. And I mean this seriously, because I'm always looking for realistic opinions. So an example is, I don't want you to say, oh, I hate that coach, they need to be fired. Realistically, look at the situation. What would happen to that team if that coach was fired in the middle of the year? And who would replace him? So I know I'm guilty of just like everybody else. And I'm like, oh, these refs suck. We got to do something about the refs and all of that. But my question is, realistically, if you got a realistic idea in the chat, put it in the chat. What do you think they should do about these referees? If Kathy Engelbert's not here next year, whoever the commissioner is, what do you think that they should do next year? Because in my opinion, whoever this new commissioner is, if it ain't Kathy Engelbert, because there's no guarantee that Kathy Engelbert's going to get fired or she's going to walk away. There's no guarantee that that's going to happen. We want that to happen, but we don't know. But hypothetically, if we get another commissioner in my opinion, the two biggest things that the commission needs to tackle. Number one is these officials. Number two is these these players and the coaches need to go through media training. They need to go through media training because some of the stuff that they're doing is just crazy. So if you have a realistic solution, or if you have a realistic idea of what they should do with these refs, let me know. Put it in the chat. I don't know. I got a dude coming on Monday who's a referee. He's got an Instagram channel, and he refs like AAU games, and it's like almost the same thing. You got to deal with the refs and the parents and all that kind of stuff. So it's just interesting. I'm looking forward to talking to him because I can get that perspective. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Hey coach, just an FYI, some comments in the chat are folks responding to each other rather than reacting to your coverage. That's all good. That's cool. That's what the chat is for. If I miss some stuff, or if I put up something that y'all responding to somebody else, or if I make a mistake and think you're talking to me, but you're talking to another comment that was in the chat, just let me know. It's all good. As long as ain't nobody being toxic. Leave the toxic on the bench. I don't play that. I don't want to see no adjectives, none of that mess. We grown folks, we can have grown folks conversations. And if you can't, find a new room. Referees have been better since the Congress. You know what? Let's just say that the referees got better. I don't want to blame shit on Congress. I don't want to give them credit for nothing. I don't know how old everybody is in the chat, but I remember when Major League Baseball went through their stuff. I did a video about that. The last thing that the WNBA wants is Congress getting involved, because I'd never been so embarrassed at our government in my life. They acted like a bunch of people grandstanding, and what made it worse is it was clear. It was so evidently clear that them people in Congress had no effing idea what the hell they were talking about. They had no clue. They had no clue who the players were. They didn't really understand what steroids. All they knew was people put needles in they didn't understand what steroids did. They didn't understand. It was a lot of them on it that didn't even really understand the game of baseball and how to play. And most of the people in there were not athletes. And it was downright embarrassing. I will encourage anybody, go on YouTube and look that up. Look at the clips of the congressional hearing of steroids in baseball. It was the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen in my life. Until recent events. I'll just leave it at that. It was horrible. So I don't want Congress getting credit for anything. Nothing. I'd rather have another year Kathy Engelbert than deal with them idiots. All the issues these states got, and you worried about somebody playing basketball, man, you better stop playing with me. So, nah, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. Who's to say that retired NBA ref is any good? NBA refs are worse than the WNBAs. Sheesh. NBA refs, they got issues. They got a lot of issues too. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I do agree with that. I said this the other day. I will be glad when not all, and I want to be specific, not all, because it's not all of them, but there are a lot of the old heads. And you know what? No, it's not even all the old heads. There's a big contingency of old heads, and some of these young players, it's just like, y'all don't get it. You don't get it. You don't understand what it means to be a pro. I don't want to see Jackie Young trying to kick fans out the game. What did they say? What did the fans say? Because it's too much technology in this world to not know what they said. Now, if they giving you the business like fans do and booing you and talking trash to you, that's one thing. Now, if they calling you out of your name, saying something about your mama, or they done did research on your family and all of that type of stuff, then yes, kick them out. But my point is, it is too easy. It is too easy to figure out what these people are saying. Because most times in most situations, if you got fans that are jawing with a player, it's not a one shot. It's not a he was just LeBron was coming down and somebody just got the guts to just say something all of a sudden. No, this has been going on for a while. They started at the beginning of the game. And I'm saying that because it ain't when you hear it, you know where it's going. Because most people are probably like, oh, here we go with this. Turn your phones on. You got a 4K camera on everybody's phone. Somebody should have something on film. Not to mention, when stuff like that happens at a place like Gamebridge or a lot of other these places where the WNBA and the NBA teams play in the same arena. Indiana plays at Gamesbridge Fieldhouse, the same place the Indiana Pacers play. What that means is that arena, that venue has NBA level security. They got cameras and mics everywhere. They got enough microphones and cameras in there where they can pinpoint every seat in that arena. Zoom in, hear what they're saying, all of that. They got shotgun mics and all of that kind of stuff. They have that information. So how they get access to it so quickly, I don't know. Does it take them 10 minutes to get that information? Does it take them a couple seconds? I don't know, because I would think that it would be relatively quick, just the way the technology is. But I'm saying all that to say, if you have these players complaining that the fans are saying nothing, it should be easy to figure out who said what. It should be easy. So we got to start figuring that out, because I don't think it's fair that if a player is having a bad day and a fan is giving them the business like a good fan should, she gonna get in her feelings and try to kick somebody out. That's bullshit. I don't want to see that happen. Them people pay good money for them tickets, and they should be able to say what they want to say within reason. Again, you ain't calling out nobody their name. You ain't getting personal, because people do that. I've seen what they do in college. I remember how many years ago what that was. I think it was at a Duke game where they found out one of the kids, one of the dudes on the basketball team, on the opponent's basketball team, him and his girlfriend had broken up or something like that. So everybody, you know how they have the student section behind the basket. So everybody in the student section had big cutouts of the ex-girlfriend. So every time the dude would shoot a free throw, all he saw was pictures of the girlfriend, like stuff like that. Like, they get scandalous in college. They get downright scandalous, diabolical, some of the stuff that they do. So just project that at the pro level. They can do that up there too. It manifests itself in different ways. But when you on the sideline, if anybody's ever been into a professional arena or anything like that, people on the court, a lot of times you can talk at your normal voice level and you can hear what's going on. It's not like a football game where you outdoors and everybody's screaming and there's 108,000 people in there. You get some of these arena, 25,000, 30,000, maybe 40,000 people, something like that. So the acoustics work a little different, and it's just different. So sometimes you ain't got to be loud, and you can have them conversations. You can hear what the ref is saying to the players, and vice versa. The players can hear what you're saying about them. But all I'm saying is they got to be careful, because they opening up a Pandora's box every time a fan says something they don't like. They want to get him kicked out. What you trying to get him kicked out for? Stop snitching on the fans. Stop snitching. Unless they called you out a name, they called you a B or a hoe, and they talking about your mama or your cousin. Or remember that dude in Major League Baseball where he got that fan kicked out, and then come to find out, that player, I believe he was a pitcher, I think it was. His mother had just passed away. And the dude was talking smack on his mother. The dude was in tears. And I was like, yeah, that dude should be kicked out and never be allowed to come to another game. Some people do that. They don't care. Some people do that. So, we got some things to get better at. WNBA are not at pro level yet. Yeah, they are. They just got some things to clean up. They going through their growing pains. What you think the NBA did? Listen, man, I'm 56 years old. So I was a teenager when Michael Jordan happened. I was born in 70. So I got to see Magic and Bird play each other. I got to see a little bit. I saw it, but I didn't appreciate it. But I remember seeing it. I remember seeing Dr. J win the ABA dunk contest with the red, white, and blue ball and the big ass afro. I didn't know what I was watching. I grew up watching the Harlem Globetrotters on Wild World of Sports. So I saw the whole evolution of how it happened. 1978, Lakers versus Celtics, and then they had to watch it on tape delay. The finals, they had to watch it on, they played the game and they had to rush back to their hotel room so they could watch the telecast of it because it didn't play it on live. They watched the tape delay. That's how things were back then. Then Michael Jordan happened. ESPN happened in 78. Michael Jordan happened in 84. And then Michael Jordan blew up ESPN because SportsCenter, then they would always show Michael Jordan's dunks. Then everybody wanted to be like Mike. And it just, I saw the progression. So yes, they are pros right now. But just like the NBA, just like baseball, everybody had to go through their growing pains. Everybody had to go through their growing pains. I mentioned Major League Baseball and the steroids in baseball. Do you know why they let that go for so long? The people in baseball, Bud Selig knew about the steroids in baseball, but do you know why did they let it go for so long? They only acted on it when they didn't have a choice. When that reporter saw that bottle in Mark McGuire's locker and then questioned him for it, that's when the whole tower started to fall. But if that never happened, they would have still been dealing with it. You know why? Because a couple of years before that, they had a strike. And when they finally got back to playing baseball, the fans were like, F you. You're going to go on a strike, and the rich are trying to get richer. And it did not go over well with the fans. So baseball was losing money. Nobody coming to the games. They was like, screw these rich assholes. And the home run race between McGuire and Sosa was what ignited the fandom again. That's why they let steroids in baseball go for so long. They knew exactly what they was doing. It seems like the WNBA is doing the opposite. They know who their star is, but they doing everything in their power not to protect it, make it grow. And it's just like, and even some of the players, and I don't know, and I don't want this to sound wrong. Any women in the chat, if you think I'm sounding wrong or if it's disrespectful, let me know. I apologize, but a lot of these women act like petty high school, like a Mean Girls club. They act like a Mean Girls club. I'm mad that somebody else is getting the shine and it should be me. I'm the prettiest one in the school. Isn't it funny how, if you the prettiest girl in the school, you can be the prettiest girl in the school. But when you tell somebody you the prettiest girl in school, when you tell it, it is different. When everybody tells you pretty, but when you brag on it and you telling everybody that you the pretty, it's different. And that's what some of these people, some of these players in the W doing. They trying to tell everybody how pretty they are. And it's like, I'll be the judge of that. And it comes off as petty and it comes off as jealous and disingenuous. You mean to tell me ain't nobody else in that league? And I don't understand this at all. And this goes for Angel Reese. This goes for Paige. This goes for everybody in there. And maybe they have. I don't know for certain. But why is it that ain't nobody else tried to team up with Caitlin Clark to do like a commercial or something? I said this 3 years ago. If Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark would have teamed up, even as rivals, and they would have put up some type of promotion, some type of commercial, something. If they would have did something together, that would have blew up the spot. The same way that Magic and Bird did their thing. Magic and Bird couldn't stand each other. And then they was lucky enough, I think they did the Converse thing together. And you can go look that story up. Bird didn't want to bring him to the house. And little did Magic know, Magic was Bird's mother's favorite player. That's what broke the ice. And I just as a marketing thing, you can still be rivals on the court. But if everybody is so business savvy as they say they are, how come they ain't made that happen? How come they ain't swallowed their pride to make that money? I can't answer that question. Because that's a prime, because I said this before. Caitlin Clark can't make all the damn commercials. Somebody got to get the spillover. And I don't know why it seems like Sophie Cunningham is the one soaking up everything. I'm like, why ain't everybody else trying to get a piece of that? She can't make all the commercials. So I don't know. I don't know. I think about stuff like that. um yeah, they did the commercial in French Lick. Yep. Yep. And they were bitter rivals. Bitter rivals. And I don't think, and even saying it like that, most people don't really understand what was going on, because if you weren't alive in that time, you don't understand. Like, people in Boston did not like black folks. The people in Boston didn't like the black folks on their own team. You can check them facts. So Magic and Bird, oof, and they still made it work. And it changed the league. It changed the league. It changed everything. And it kept them afloat because the NBA wasn't doing very well at that particular time either. So the one thing I always say, like looking at the WNBA, it ain't nothing new under the sun. Everything that's happening to the WNBA has already happened to the NBA. It's just their turn. And they trying to screw it up. They messing with the money. They messing with the money. And I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Yeah, they were bitter rivals in the beginning, but came to realize both. Yeah, I mean, but also Magic, Magic had a way of ingratiating himself with everybody. So, and then I think it happened after, after the Olympics and everything, when they played together. But it is what it is. If you don't want to like each other, y'all can make more money together. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So, yes, you're absolutely right. Like, people don't uh like it just I guess you got, if you of a certain age, if you're not older than, if you under 30 years old, you never saw that. You didn't know what it was like. We didn't have 8 bajillion cable channels. We didn't have HBO and Prime, and we didn't have all of that. You had one source of sports. That was ESPN or your local news, whatever they decided they wanted to run with. That's it. That's why I say ESPN changed the game. And then when ESPN came into existence in 1978, they didn't have nothing. They were looking for stuff. That's when, and again, y'all, you wasn't there, so you probably don't know. If you old enough, you know what Australia rules football is, because that was the only thing on ESPN. Australian rules football. And they had all of that crazy stuff because they had to find programming to put on until it kind of grew into itself. And they struggled and they did what they had to do. And then, like I said, and then Michael Jordan happened. If you was a kid in the 80s, you got up, and before you went to school, before your bus came, you could watch the 7 a.m. Sports Center. And it was 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. That's where Sports Center came from. Da-na-na, da-na-na. That's where that came from. If you missed it in the morning, you could see it at night, except when you saw it at night, you would have more highlights. And it grew. And then when Michael Jordan started dunking on everybody, every highlight had a Michael Jordan play, or it had Sean Kemp dunking, Dr. J dunking, Charles Barkley dunking. Somebody was dunking. They wasn't infatuated with a 3-point line yet. So dude. Listen, man, bruh. Y'all remember some of y'all don't. Y'all don't remember Wild Wild World of Sports. Wild Wild World of Sports with Howard Cosell used to show everything. You don't know what you was gonna get. Ice skating, skiing, moguls, curling. You didn't know what you was gonna get on Wild World of Sports because they was always trying to show the crazy stuff. That's the first time I ever saw what's the event they do where they ski cross country and then they stop and shoot the skeets. They shoot the targets with the rifle. I don't even know what that's called. I remember seeing it back in 1976 though. It was just different back then, man. Yeah, before you went to school and you that's what you talked about on the bus. Yo, did you see Sports Center? You see Jordan Dunk? That's what you talked about on the bus on the way to school. It's different now, man. You got 13 billion channels, bro. Distractions. We didn't have distractions back in the day. We did not have these distractions. And it's affected how you view because now if you don't like the WNBA, I can go look somewhere else. I can find something else. Now they trying to force you. Now they're trying to do has anybody watched the women's baseball? Remember Monet Davis? Remember the girl that played in the little league team? She was the girl on the boys team and she was a great pitcher and then you kind of lost track of her. Now she's in the inaugural women's baseball league, but is anybody watching? Now they got a professional women's volleyball league. Is anybody watching? My sister watches it. I watched a couple games because my sister was a volleyball player. So it's a lot of stuff coming on, man. So whoever again, and I'm saying all of this to say we done went on a rant. We done went all around the mulberry bush with this one. But at the end of the day, um, I don't know if Kathy Engelbert's going to be here next year. I don't think she will. But there's no guarantee they're going to get a commissioner that they like. You got to be very careful when you're asking for somebody's job because the grass might be greener, but it still got to be mowed. And you don't know what you're going to get on that other side. So just, to the WNBA players who have not shown that they are really about business. I watched that CBA from start to finish, and I was like, when your own players talking about they're not going to the meetings, I was like, wow. Like, wow, y'all are in some trouble. And y'all want to front like you got everything that you wanted. And it was like, no, the hell you didn't. You got everything they wanted to give you. Or let me say it like this: you got everything they were willing to give you. They didn't have to give you shit. They decided this is what we're going to give them. This is what we're comfortable letting go. So it wasn't like the players put the pressure on the owners like they want everybody to think. Nah, them owners know exactly what they was doing. Them owners knew exactly how much money they was going to give and how much they was going to pay the players. And they knew everything and how much they was going to give up and how much they weren't going to budge on. They did exactly what they wanted to do. The owners won that CBA negotiation. The owners did. Don't get it twisted. So, pickleball. You know what? Sometimes I want to play pickleball just as like because we used to play. Remember, I don't know if you did. We would get the kids' toy tennis rackets, and we would ball up a piece of paper and wrap it in tape. Because we used to think tennis balls was expensive, so we used to get a ball of paper and get like some masking tape and make a ball out of it, and then you smash it together and then you roll it to make it smooth, and then we was hit the ball back and forth. But it couldn't bounce, so you had to keep it in the air. That's what pickleball is. I'm like, man, I should be a damn pro at pickleball. Man, let me go get a racket and start housing these fools. Let me get in some shape. Oh my God. It's just so different now, man. It's so different. So different. So it's hold on. So we'll see. We'll see what they're gonna do, man. They don't know about that. No, sir, they don't. Oh my God, man. So many things you can do, man. But in anyways, back to the WNBA. Um, yeah, they got some things to do. They got some things to do. So we are coming in for a landing with let me see. And I don't know. So I always don't know about this. So the Indiana Fever, it says it's 21-12. Is that counting this game? Have they updated the website yet? I don't know. Okay, they're 22-12. Okay, so 22-12, and so that's 32 games. So they got 12 more games because isn't it a 44 game season? If I'm correct, 44 games. So that's 34. So 10 games left. So they have 34 games right now. So they should have 10 games left. And then we look into the playoffs. So we got 10 games to stay healthy. I didn't hear anything else. I don't know. Did anybody watch the post game? Did anybody say anything about Caitlin Clark's ankle when she stepped on Alicia Clark's ankle? That was right before halftime, and she kind of hobbled. It was like 40 seconds left in the half. She hobbled into the locker room early. They probably just retaped it. It didn't look bad, but those are one of them kind of things that kind of linger. I'm glad it was she came back and didn't have no more issues, but trust me, that's going to be one of them things where that's going to hurt in the morning. So we'll see. Okay. Tyasha Harris and CC. Okay. She good. Okay. Thank you, Sue. That's what's up. It didn't look too bad. I've had them before, be the running back. One thing, when you were running back and you get tackled on the bottom of the pile, it's either your ankles or your fingers. Everybody's trying to step on your fingers or twist your hands or wrists and all that kind of stuff, or they're trying to step on your ankles. So they end the season playing the Lynx. Oh God, that ain't good. So, but you know what? Guess what? The Lynx got to play us too. We had opportunities to beat them. We had opportunities to beat them. We just didn't make our shots. If I remember correctly, we played pretty damn good defense that game. But at the end, down the stretch, when you get open looks, you got to hit them, and we didn't. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, that ain't gonna be sore tomorrow. But you know what? Something like that, man. You put that joke in the cold tub, put a muscle stem on it, and you'll be good to go. Alternate all day. You're gonna do 15 minutes in the ice. Then you're gonna put the muscle stem on it. Then you're gonna massage it. Then you're gonna put it in the ice. Then you're gonna muscle stem. You're gonna rinse and repeat. And then you're gonna take a hell of a lot of ibuprofen. So, yeah, a lot of parody in this year, Jeff. A lot of parody. So, and that's a good thing because even Minnesota, even Las Vegas, Indiana, there are no dominant teams in the league this year. Nobody. Anybody can get got. Anybody can get got. We should have beat Las Vegas at home. We should have beat. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. But you understand what I'm saying. That first game we lost to Dallas. Dallas shot the freaking lights out. Dallas, if I remember correctly, Dallas shot 57% from the floor and 54% from three. And they only won the game, I believe, by like 3 or 4 points. We had an opportunity to tie the game to go into overtime, and we missed it. So even as good as they played and as bad as Indiana played, they still had an opportunity to win that game. And there's only been a couple of games that Indiana has not been in the end. Not a lot. So, and it looks like they found their identity. And in my opinion, their identity is Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell together. They have got to continue to play in tandem and feed off each other because Kelsey Mitchell is still the quickest, fastest guard in the league, bar none. Nobody can get with her coming off isolation. She turns the corner better than anybody else. Better than anybody else. Now, she missed a couple layups tonight, But things happen. But those are the things that you got to tighten up the closer you get to the playoffs. Because those buckets, those shots in the paint, you can't miss those because those are going to count more. Every shot counts in the playoffs. Every shot counts. So we'll see. We shall see. What was it like playing at Ivor Wynn Stadium? What's Ivor Wynn Stadium? Was that the one in Canada? Was that our stadium in Canada when I was with the Ticats? Why does that sound familiar? Ivor Wynn. Yep. Hamilton Ticats. Yep. I remember that. What was it like? I don't know. It was an average. It was an average turf field. It wasn't. I'm sure they've had, new turf put down and all that kind of stuff. Now, I played there in what 97, 98, I think it was 97. So yeah, it was my experience in Canada was not necessarily a good one. It didn't end well for me. That was the precursor to me walking away from football. I was like, woof. That was it was a lot of broken promises. Like, I understand how the game is. Just to make a long story short, I understand how the game works. You ain't got a lot of me. And basically what happened was I just I signed with him. My wife wanted to come up with me to Hamilton. They signed me and they made a deal with me. They said, hey, we will pay you extra if you make the roster and you're our starter. So we'll give you like a starter's bonus or whatever. And it wasn't much money because the exchange rate for Canadian money was not good at the time. But you want to play football, so you do what you got to do. So I was up there. I was the starter for the first 7 weeks, I think it was. And we got off to a horrible start. We were like 5-1, something like that. And going into, I don't know if it was going into week 6 or 7, coach calls me into the office and said that they was going to let me go. And I was like, and we had just come from practice. So I'm like, what? I was like, what? Like, yeah, we're going to let you go. We're going to give you a pink slip. And I went back into the locker room, told the fellas, they didn't believe me. They thought I was trying to BS them until I showed them the pink slip. And I was the starter. So needless to say, I had just got an apartment. I just signed a 6-month lease on an apartment in Hamilton, Ontario. And 2 weeks later, I was cut. So I got an apartment in Canada. I got a house in Philly, and me and my wife are sitting up there unemployed. And I was like, F this, I'm out. I think I stayed up there for another 2 weeks on the phone with my agent. Did anybody calls, anybody interested, blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, nope, we out of here. We are out of here. And I was like, and that was, at that time I was 27, going on 28, because my birthday's in July. So I was like, ain't no way. So I'm 27, about to be 28, and I know how the age game works in pro sports. They like them young. And I understand the game. So I was like, all right. I graduated on time to start getting a job in my field and all of that type of stuff. And I had one more opportunity to play. My boy, one of my best friends, Ron Carpenter, told me to fill out an application to play in the XFL, in Vince McMahon's XFL. And I filled out the application, and I had gone to a Barnes and Noble, and I was going to fax it from Barnes and Noble. And I was sitting in the parking lot talking to my wife, and she was like, "Hey, if you want to play, go play. Get it out of your system." Don't. I don't want you to think that I don't want you to play. Do what you got to do. And I must have sat in that parking lot for about an hour and a half, and I ended up ripping the contract because I was like, I don't want to go through all of this, get in shape, start training, and go through all the stuff that you got to do to get your body ready, and then go down there and because of favoritism, because of nepotism, or I didn't want to play the politics game anymore. And I was like, that's too much time, too much energy to go down there on a maybe. And so I didn't do it. And that's when I stopped playing. So that's my extra long Canadian Ivor Wynn Stadium story. So yeah, man. So a lot of stuff. CFL is notorious because yeah. And then matter of fact, when they cut me, they ended up re-signing the running back that I replaced because he had went to Toronto and was playing with Flutie in Toronto. And then I don't know what happened, but I guess they cut him and he wanted to come back. So they let me go and they re-signed him. So that's the way it goes. That's the business. That's how the sausage is made, man. Yeah, I thought they built it around the same place. So yeah. So, but all right, man, we gonna land this plane, man. I've been rocking for almost an hour and a half, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. This has been a good stream, man. I like when people talkative. And like I said, I like to say we grown in the chat. I like to deal with grown folks. I don't like to deal with kids that don't like to, we can agree to disagree. And you can still be respectful and put your opinion out there. I ain't got to agree with it. And you ain't got to agree with mine, but we got to be grown folks about it, man. So, but I like the way the channel is growing. Please tell your friends to jump on board with Pro Fan Hoops. Maybe one of these days when we get a title like this, I can start bringing people on and have it like a call show. Because what I can do is, I do this on my other channel from time to time. I can put the active link in the chat. And if you want to come on, say what you got to say live, we can do that. The only thing, you just got to have a microphone, or you can do it on your phone. You don't have to be on camera either. You can turn the camera off and we can hear you. So we might do that in the future. So, but I'm about to get up out of here. This was a good session. I gotta go. So things are so hectic, man, because I'm looking up here at my other television. The football games is ending, so I got to go back and recap what happened in football. My Eagles play tomorrow. A cool thing, because I'm a Eagles alumni, we have our annual Eagles alumni game. We play Cincinnati Bengals, and I'm from Cincinnati, so I will be at the game. We get to be on the field, and they acknowledge us. We get to wave at the crowd, be out there when the teams come out, all of that type of stuff. Make it a fun night. But as I always do a lot of content at those games, so that should be fun. That's coming up. So a lot of fun, man. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to land this plane, man. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Yeah, man, keep it coming. And do me a favor, next time you come, invite somebody. Bring a friend, man. I got a goal. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subs. You know what I mean? So I got goals, man. I want to do that. So I am going to get up out of here. All right. And do me a favor. Tell your people you love them while they're here. All right. I'm going to be up out of here. I appreciate y'all. You guys have a phenomenal weekend. Be safe. And I will see you in the next one. I'm sure I got to check. I don't know when the next time the Fever play, but I'll always be doing post game, and we're going to keep this thing moving. All right. I appreciate y'all. So I'm going to holler at y'all later.
Bye.